And we're live.
Hello, peoples. What's up?
13 years in the making. Or rather, 13 years later, finally, Alan Wake 2. It's been a long time coming, I gotta say. Definitely looking forward to this. We did Alan Wake 1 Remaster, we did Alan Wake American Nightmare, just in time to get here for the launch of Alan Wake 2. I'm gonna jump over to cosmetics, because we get to adjust how these characters are going to look. I can't rotate them or anything, but definitely, what do you think? What's your honest opinion? Do you like the FBI jacket or the windbreaker?
I mean, I don't mind the windbreaker. It's nice. It's something you'd be wearing if you're going through a dark, gloomy, crazy place.
Fair enough. Now, when she's in her sweater underneath, is it going to be the default or the oh dear sweater? I have to put on the jacket to see it. Which sweater's better? I guess we should go by how it looks with the windbreaker.
I'd probably go with the blue.
And then her sawed-off shotgun, we're gonna go with the Digital Deluxe, which obviously is more polished, pretty. And now Alan gets to look like he works for someone or like he's the boss. Alan Wake.
Go with Alan Wick.
The revolver skin will be the pre-order. Just because.
Ooh, that's a nice white handle. I like that. Pretty.
And once again, the double barrel will be the Digital Deluxe. We went secondary with practically the entire thing. That's awesome. We didn't keep one thing default. That's a rarity, but I like it.
But it all looks so...
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Is this Nightingale?
I think this is Nightingale. It's the only other older gentleman that I could think of coming out of the water.
Oh, you run different in this one, huh? They put running where running usually is. That's interesting. Now I have to get used to running like I do in a normal game. Running used to be hold on the left bumper, and you couldn't do anything about it. Now it's clicking the right stick like it is in almost like everything. So I gotta hopefully I don't accidentally press the left bumper that I'm used to doing during these things spawning. But the thing is, the left bumper was both the run and the dodge button. So I wonder if now that I'm clicking in left to run, if the left bumper is still a dodge. Oh, hold on, let me first see if there's any manuscript pages. I'm kidding. That was a joke.
What, maybe Alan wrote something for Nightingale. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna go this way. Oh, that's right, I could run. See, I pressed the left bumper. Ah, I wanted to see what was over there. What the What the hell's going on?
Tear Fest.
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. What the fuck?
That day, those kids were the fastest runners alive.
I mean, they were out there and they had deer masks on and hoods and they were doing some satanic ritual. I'm sure they knew they were doing bad stuff and were ready to run.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Well, that's creepy.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map. Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Oh, wow. It's like a map, huh?
Quit your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now. Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Hey, Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Is there? I mean, I don't mind doing that if that's what you want to do.
It looks like a Bob Ross painting.
It's gorgeous.
I need to think through the facts of the case.
Access the board inside the mind place.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
So she's like Batman. She's the super genius inside of her own head. So what's this goals 2 thing? Get to the crime scene. Yeah, well, we know about those goals.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
The case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progression and progress the investigation. Okay. Gotcha. So, you're not free to navigate the board. Okay, so let me navigate it already. It was like the folder itself doesn't have an interaction point. No, so it would be here. And what does X do? It takes me to cases, which I don't want. Is there like dialogue or something I'm supposed to have here, or? In other words, what the fuck? What does the right bumper do? Takes me to the map. Why would I want that? Can I do anything yet, or are they just showing me how to look at the mind board? Victim, I guess you just have to read these, huh? The victim reported missing, discovered in 2010 in a shallow grave. Better not to zoom in then. 2018, organs missing. State of the body doesn't match. 8 years spent in a lake. Found 2 weeks ago. Chest wound was ruled as cause of death. Tattooing on body is illegible. Two of the victims had bruising, some form of restraint, strapped or belted down. That does match what we saw, but we shouldn't know that as her. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma consistent with 2018 victim, hard to confirm due to condition of body. Bloating of the corpse is indicative of drowning, but only one victim was found in the water. We can't really do anything, so yeah, I think they just wanted us to see how this operates, is what I have to assume.
Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Yeah, you don't want this to be your last case.
Yeah, don't say that. That's why he didn't say it.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old. Whoa.
The mighty mountain distance is no older than Mirror Peak. Yeah, we know more lore stuff about this place. That's gonna be everywhere. You guys will get used to it. They're very proud of their hillbilly shit.
And it's not a lake, it's an ocean.
Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
I know, right? It gets everywhere. Oh, the dodge is the left bumper now, but not the run. The run has now been moved to
Not a bad place to
just
get
clicking
murdered.
in the left thumbstick.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
General store.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Oh God.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob?
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Okay, step 1's over. Let's get another examining. Are we good? Do you want more examining than that? Oh, she
The body
does.
is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Yeah. You unlock your first key image, and what an image it is. Thank you for that. You can place it on the case board inside the mind place. Oh, so now we begin. We're gonna put this naked body somewhere.
Probably with the rest of the naked bodies.
Up on the D-pad, La Saga to see active clues. The key image can be selected with A and placed on the board. Where on the board? Just wherever I want. Oh, I see.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Placing a key image on the case board begins a new line of investigations. When a key image is placed, it'll prompt a new question. Objectives are viewable at the case board in your goals. You're not free to examine the case board or leave to complete the objective. Okay, so this is the case board. Another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings we're here to investigate. Is it consistent with the previous murders? How do I get back to that other part of it? Where she has all the other parts of the case. See, that's what I don't understand. I guess that's just what the caseboard looks like now. And all the other shit is off of it. We'll get the hang of it, I guess.
Maybe we need to examine the body more so that you could see if it's consistent with the other cases.
You can quick access the map without entering the mine place. Right, just by holding down this. Gotcha.
Hey, Casey. What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
You can collect clues from the body to progress the investigation. Fair enough.
Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Newly discovered clues can be placed onto the open question. So the question is it consistent with previous murders? The tying down part is
The major chest trauma is because the heart was removed.
so what the
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. You can check the updated goals by pressing Y. Learn about the victim, learn about the killer. You know, if you examine the case board or leave to collect new clues. You have to learn about the victim and the killer.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
That should go up here, shouldn't it? We have to find out more about the victim.
That's not right.
No? Multiple sets of footprints. That goes in the killer section.
Okay. prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
But these are just saying for later, so we don't need these on the board yet.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Clues can be discovered by speaking to people as well as examining your surroundings. Yes, we can see that. So now we know something about the victim. Let's talk a little bit more.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Wow.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
So Nightingale was there unofficially. He had already been fired and he just went rogue
Well, why?
because his partner died.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Tripod. And then the beer bottles. No.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
You can use profiling inside Saga's mind place to get inside the heads of suspects and victims.
This mug always cheers me up.
Use her intuition. Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flip the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Alright, are we good?
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Good idea.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
Can I not take the piece of paper?
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept,
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
That's crazy. Where are the manuscript pages?
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Also, this is where the manuscript pages are.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Oh, I see. Now, can we remove that? Okay.
A lake that's not a lake. It's dark.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
If you're stuck or unsure how to proceed, don't forget to check the mine place. Yes, we know. Trust me, you guys have really made this mine place something we know. How could we possibly ever forget about it?
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who.
I'm just curious what's up here.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Like, as fascinated as I am with our conversation. I'm just curious what's around us, you know? I tend to be the curious type. I guess nothing. That's kind of disappointing.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
They have the best coffee, dude. You're in for a treat.
It'll break your heart when you have to leave it.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Manuscript fragment. Interesting. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the mine place. We don't have enough of those for anything, but I guess it's good to know. You can do anything in that place, huh? I hope she can also hide there when necessary, because that's probably going to be the most useful thing. Like, oh shit, you're surrounded. Quick, get to the mine place. You got something we could barricade the doors with, perhaps, in here, because you're going to need it.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why
Why'd you come
take
back
out
down?
his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
What's flashing over there? Can I not jump? Is jumping gone? I think jumping is completely gone. They just decided they don't want that mechanic here anymore. I can't jump. They're like, jumping's stupid.
Maybe you could go around when you walk through the gate.
Maybe. I was just surprised jumping was gone either way. I mean, to be fair, it always sucked. You know, like, it always looked like old school Prince of Persia jumping. Thought I saw something glowing over there, but I suppose not if we can't jump to get it. See, every Alan Wake game, we're nosy. That's the way you gotta be.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Sure, I guess. Am I driving? Are you driving? We drive?
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Well, don't Scooby-Doo too much. There's gonna be a lot of the running up and down the hallway parts.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Deer Fest.
Woo!
There's been 13 of these since we were last here.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Oh, stop it with that coffee already.
Dude, he's law. He loves coffee.
More lore. More lore.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
That concludes our debate on whether pets should be allowed. That concludes our debate on whether pets should be allowed at this year's bake sale. For those of you just tuning in, you're listening to the Pat Maine Radio Hour, brought to you by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm sure you're all asking the same question I am. Did they bring all this darn rain with them? Deerfest is right around the corner, and we're all crossing our fingers for sunshine. So, I reached out to our top meteorologist for a weather update. She never responded. But I have her Uncle Tapio on the line from Watery. Tapio, are you there?
Yes?
Great. And Tapio, what kind of weather can we expect today?
Rain!
That definitely seems to be on the menu. How about over the next week?
Also rain!
Right. care to elaborate? Any chance the sun will poke out in time for Deerfest?
No.
Well, Deerfest is coming, rain or shine. And that parade lineup is looking dandy as ever.
Yes, I like this parade because they have one float in the shape of a swan. Long neck and everything. A very large swan.
Ah, so you're a fan of swans.
No.
It's so interesting running with the...
I need bolt cutters.
Okay, there was nothing really of use here yet.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Now we gotta look at the other half.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Don't know, don't care. How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much.
See you around.
Never enough.
Any interesting guests lately?
I'll be back in
Any
a
good
second.
finds?
Roger. Zilch. But someone left a gross surprise under their bed for housekeeping? They were nuts.
So, that's what all that screaming was about?
Either that.
Dude. You weren't kidding.
Not on the surface, at least.
Or in the public eye. Okay. I'm gonna get back to that one later, for sure.
Place is bigger than I thought. I thought I'd just go up the block, but yeah, it's gonna wind around and everything. We're gonna have to just go back for the time being. I'm sure they'll let us explore this town. Because damn. Definitely.
I guess we should get back to work. Those dishes won't clean themselves.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
I kinda did. I got lost in stuff.
Man, it is sweaty in suits.
Deerfest. So great.
You seem comfortable as I am.
You don't think the amount of hot, caffeinated beverages you downed has anything to do with it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh dear. Cute.
Good to see you.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
But first...
Look through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Yes.
Hope we don't have the bolt cutters or whatever it is we're gonna need. Not yet, at least. A clue for later.
Hi.
Oh.
Who else to keep this city clean if not I?
Yes, you guys are heroes.
Protect its citizens from the dangers of unsanitary conditions.
Hey there.
I gotta get used to this run, ironically being on the left stick.
You can go ahead, Anderson. We'll be here.
I can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. It'll take your mind off things.
This is exactly why I hate small towns.
Keep it down, Ed. You know how touchy these rural types can be.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the Tree."
Well, that'll definitely give it away. What was it was called? They were shouting cult stuff.
The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The prince was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
Do I go back to this board? Like, how do I know when I should be back here?
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Okay, how do I place it? I'm so terrible at that part.
That's not right.
Okay. I guess I did what I should.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Jimmy.
Look at me with a pouty face.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
Hello.
A cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those 2 idiot deputies. They didn't listen. And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it. Thank you, Saga.
Why would he be so calm?
Corpses are part of the job. Can't dwell on it too much.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had. Can't open this with my bare hands. It won't open.
And it says employees only. You gotta follow the rules.
So, we're not being arrested?
We're all good, Ed. You can ease up now.
God. Hey, you think they serve avocado toast here?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't count on it.
Hi.
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
So Rose turned out okay. That's the same girl, right?
I believe so.
Jukebox is out of order.
Boo, I want to hear the coconut song.
The jukebox is out of order. The poor old thing can only take so much of the same song being played over and over and over. I am as big of a fan of Coconut as the next person, but come on. That's quite the note to have in front of it.
No, I don't believe you. It's not broken. You just put that there because you want to hear the coconut song.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Yeah, she was touched in the head by the darkness.
Yeah, Rose has been through a lot.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff. Have a nice day.
This didn't change that much.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Right. Doesn't make sense. Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up. Makes sense. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there? Same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale Hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell? Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light. He can't see me in the light.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Go! Vanished.
Oh, that was the chapter out of all the Alan Wake chapters with the least amount of action ever, but it still works.
I mean, it's the setup. You know, I'm sure there'll be plenty of action.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't go all Scully on me.
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming.
Maybe.
The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster.
That's great.
Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
Yeah. I'm glad this guy's fully on board.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Yeah, we already read it.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too. Nightingale.
There's other clues, perhaps.
Can't be opened on this side.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I can't get through this.
Are there other clues here to get? And maybe this is one of those points where we check out the case board, right? Because we do have a big piece of information here.
Turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Where did Nightingale go?
Ugh.
So where would this have gone? Nightingale went back to Cauldron Lake, and he's a taken.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Could we get better firearm than this?
heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two
Yeah,
handle
don't you
things
see
here.
that?
We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
It's great that they're so compliant.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real. Magic's not real. Right, Mulligan?
No, Thornton. Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real.
Y'all live in the wrong town.
I need bolt cutters.
Yeah, I keep hearing that.
You can't look at that book in the middle of the blue one?
No.
Okay.
Is he following me or am I following him? I don't even know anymore. I'm just...
They're a fine pair.
Don't talk shit to us. I'm just trying to have a look around. I'm surprised there's no manuscript pages or anything that we can have. At least yet, you know. Everything has a big ass chain on it. Alright, we're heading back to the lake.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide also. It's bear season.
What the fuck?
Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right, I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine, and I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Janko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government, and that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh wow, you think of everything, and we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Muir Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
Whoa.
That was great. I love that.
Good day.
I'm a fed. I could do whatever I want.
Been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
It doesn't budge.
Oh. Oh my god, someone complained about stealing toilet paper.
I mean, in some workplaces, that's a problem.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
Smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP.
Am I allowed to?
Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been rung yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
But they really do let you just go if you want to, which I do want to. Yeah, but you run. I guess the run's not terrible.
Hi there.
I was running. Wanted to see if there was any more stuff that we could pick up anywhere else. Place looks really cool. They did a great job.
Yeah, man, they're getting it ready for Deer Fest. Why do you breathe like that? Are you part of a cult? Heard how his breath and he gasped and everything?
Because he dozed off.
It's so quiet here now that Schubert Master flew over the Rainbow Bridge. Do you fellas
Take
ever
it
miss
easy.
them? Do you miss your parents? I know I do. Remember to have some sustenance, my little ones. It'll keep you warm and full of energy. It'll keep you soaring in the sky. You don't want to plummet down to the ground. Trust me. It's not nice down here. Much better in the clouds.
Did you check out the town, Anderson?
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer.
Yeah. This sounds like the ideal place. Nothing ever happens unless it's on the TV.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story. The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.
Can I really go in here? just do whatever, huh?
Casey, you go ahead to the murder side. I'll catch up.
If you say so.
Better now before than when it's at night. I don't think you guys will like nighttime out here.
The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
This doesn't really help us at all. Okay, we wandered far enough. This thing will let you keep wandering.
There's nothing wrong with being a wanderer.
It is when you get lost. I don't even remember which way I was going. Oh yeah, here we are. Thank God I found the fence opening.
I need to find my way back.
Just turned around without me there. I think it's telling me it's not that way. I love how there's not even an object. No, we don't want to go on your head. You gotta hold it. I was gonna say, I love how there's not even an objective marker. Like we know our objective, but gone are markers, huh?
Yeah, no little compass and little dial to show you where to go.
Was it through here? The murder area?
Dude, I don't know the woods that well.
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Hi.
Hello, Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous weather saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't not run through a garbage can.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland, Ulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Well, I need to get back to it.
What the hell is this?
What'd you find there, Stephen?
Nothing. Just something that shouldn't be here. Raccoons my ass.
The Federal Bureau of Control. See, that's how it connects to that game. That's that organization with that oldest house.
Yeah, now tell us what's there that shouldn't be there.
Tickets into Coffee World. Just say the word.
Thanks. But I don't drink coffee.
We brew our own beer, too.
Yeah, we really got the thing from here.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve.
Yeah, I do not even know if I'm going the right way. I think I am. This looks like the place.
Fancy meeting you here.
Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
We've seen this symbol before.
Could have.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
How the hell do I track footprints in the woods? What am I, Daryl Dixon now? I've never done a shittier job of following footprints.
It's okay. You found a lunchbox. And anybody would do a shitty job. It's raining out and you're walking through mud looking at footprints. It's not going to stay long.
That's right, running is now no longer that. I keep reminding myself.
After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. Monsters, overlaps, rituals. What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is.
See, that's where this becomes confusing. Where the hell would we put the footprints? Okay, there we go. It's hard to make anything out here. Oh, I see them definitely there.
I'm getting flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
Whoa. The fuck was that? Jesus.
That was the Nightingale.
I don't like that. That was unnecessary. It's like I have this thing loud in my ears to be popping shit like that.
What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it.
That works different too.
Stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
See, I still don't quite understand how you know for sure. Also, that'll give me access to these, not the connect.
Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well.
I need to find the witch's hut.
And what's that other symbol? Profiling. Must be for Nightingale.
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's ladle?
Gonna have to learn how to do everything on this thing. Yeah, we already looked at the tour thing. So where the hell's this witch's hut at? Most disorienting place ever, man. Because we already know what that led to, which was to the clue, but there's nothing else. Can't climb up there.
What about going back the way that you came a little bit? Like, just look to the sides and see if maybe there's a split road somewhere or something. Can you go up that side? Yeah.
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights.
That sucks.
Is Witch's Ladle the doorway into the overlap? If so, that's where I'll find Nightingale.
Okay, so from here, the only other place would be across that little bridge area. Is that this? It has to be, right? You just gotta use the map more often. This has to be it right here.
This fuse is busted.
Oh, great. But this is the way we have to actually physically take that map seriously.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
We had another fragment in there. Well, since you mentioned YouTube, we are actually on YouTube. Oh, is this it?
This one looks good.
Thank you.
Should really stop littering, though.
Where's back to simulcasting. Twitch doesn't restrict you anymore, so if you look on YouTube, you should see us there right now. They took that out of all the contracts, thankfully. Oh yeah, wasn't the fuse box outside or something?
Yeah, coffee. We haven't seen that in a long time.
He gets a save. Yeah, I probably won't do it for any wrestling stuff. You still have to come here just for that. But everything else, you should be able to get.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
Saga did what? You mean here? There's no sold the sign. What time is he talking about? Interpret the page's meaning. I guess I have to go back into her mind.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now?
Yeah, we're only live this late because it's a midnight launch to this game. It just came out.
To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign. I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist leaned close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge.
Yeah, just figured I'd let you know so you have more options, you know?
I need to check the general store for the heart.
Casey, I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
keep thinking that's a run, and it isn't anymore. Yeah, I really gotta get better at using these maps. Okay, let's have a look. Alright, appreciate it. Oh, I'm like right by the general store, aren't I? Isn't that where we have to go?
Yeah, it's in a refrigerator in it.
Well, I'm really close to it, I think. Man, I wish the map was on screen. It's in the opposite direction. There's a sign right here. I guess this is a general store? This is the store. What the fuck? That was a deer?
Yeah, man. It was a deer.
You toggle the flashlight boost with the right bumper. That's new because it used to just be to aim at them. Whoa. Do I need painkillers to heal from what? Nothing hit me. I was like, that's not fair. I have to do painkillers.
I mean, the wood bursting out of the wall kind of hit you.
That's how you use them.
Yeah, man, you just pop them.
They overcomplicated the menus. Yeah, like, can I put things in shortcuts or whatever? Cause like, Jesus. Guess I'll figure that out later. Check with Lady Fortuna at the counter. That upgraded to inventory size? Interesting. Never knew there was an inventory limit. I got the heart.
The text on the heart is clearer now. Legible.
sounds literary. But what does it mean?
The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror I bought you. The heart would show me the terror.
I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense.
Now, as far as this gun goes, it says what? Check with Lady Fortuna at the counter. Well, nobody's here, but is there a counter?
I mean, that looks like a counter.
Is it 723? I mean, it looks like it's set to 723, isn't it? What number is the number that it's on? I think it's the number that goes here, which it was already on 723.
These numbers match the ones on the lotto ticket.
Am I missing something?
I don't think this is relevant.
Wait a minute. I don't know. I do see that there's a chronological order to it, though. If we were to go based on that. Nope. What is it that we're missing about this? We know that the previous code was 723. Oh, I see it now. It looks like the person's security method, and I don't know why. But based on the pattern, it looks like what the person's security method was to update the code every week, perhaps. And what they did was they used this lottery number. And the pattern that they would do is every week they would use 7 and then 2 numbers off of the lottery number. Based on the fact that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those there. So they went 705, 713, 717, 723, 739. It would have to be next in the order based on what they were using the lottery ticket for. You can quick slot weapon for your inventory. Yeah, I'd like to know how to do that. Oh, you just add it there? Cool. That works. Interesting.
Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
You have the worst sense of direction.
Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Trees.
Okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. I need to perform a ritual to open the overlap. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting.
Fair enough. Let's go back into the mine. That's always fun. The heart thing doesn't go near the heart thing. Where is the heart? Right here. I put it there.
Found the heart in the fridge. Just like the page said I would.
Yeah, that wasn't great. It took a lot to put those guys down. There it is.
Yay.
The wave crashed on the far side of the mirror. I brought you the heart witch. Show me the terror. I think I'm in the overlap. Are you still on your way? Casey! Casey, do you read me? Fuck. Okay, Saga. Going in solo. Logan? Logan! Where are you? What the fuck was that? Logan's back in Virginia. You're imagining things. Please help me. What was that? Wait. Did I get turned around?
Dude, you're asking the wrong person.
This place is looping. Like a nightmare.
Okay. What did I get? Was it a...
To find Nightingale.
Was it a new page? We don't even read it.
The writer went into the lake, banished the dark presence. Taken still lurked in the woods. The dark place receded. The current pulled back those with darkness inside, into the lake. Nightingale was there, one of them. The dark presence. Jagger had taken him. The witch had stolen his heart. They sank beneath the waves. The dark place, wandering in the shadows, muttering to themselves. It's dark. I'm lost. Where am I? Who am I? I can't remember. It's cold. Premium cabins for rent in Bright Falls. Who said that? Can you hear me? I need help. Please. Stop this. What did I do? You must dig it out. Their shape shifted. Echoes of the writer's dreams. Fading in, fading out. The next story and the story after that. The writer was writing again.
He's here. Nightingale.
Trapped here. Escape. Danger.
Who is that? It's like they're coming in over a bad signal. Nightingale's badge.
Set to find the light switch. Show me the clicker.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Pain in the ass.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
You hear me?
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
How to escape? In danger. The dark presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it. Hey! Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! It got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
He's changed the story. The dark presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13.
Definitely harder than the last one. Miles apart. Like, yeah, they definitely changed the rules of the way this works.
Obviously. A lot.
Holy crap. Amazing visually. Love the visuals, beautiful graphics. Alright folks, we are going to be wrapping up here. It has been a pleasure as always. For myself, Ric Dower, for myself, Stasis Streams. I'm sorry, for myself, Ric Dower, and for Stasis Streams. We are Talk Brunch. We will catch you on the next one, and on that note, we're out of here.
Good night, good morning. We'll see you guys later.
Shut it down.
Myself and I don't need to hide my foolish pride.